Greetings, creative designs. Much love to you. Thank you for checking in. I'm getting ready to get set up to do this live on the missing 30-year-old Krystal Anderson. I won't be able to do any talking, family, so I apologize in advance. I have to get focused, okay? So for those who are coming in, I appreciate you. Please hit that like when you come in. It's not for me. It is to bring awareness when it comes to the missing. Thank you so much. All righty, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. um, Much love to my butterflies. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I want to get this out here real quick because I have somewhere to be. But anyway, I'm doing a missing person reading. This reading is on 30-year-old Krystal Anderson. She's from Atkins, I believe, Atkins County. Excuse me. And she was last seen on Saturday the 20th of August. Okay, but she was officially reported missing Tuesday on the 23rd of August. Okay. Um, I want to give a shout out real quick. That's how I found out about this case. I want to give a shout out to Crime Story Obsessed UK. So much love to Crime Story Obsessed UK. Um, that's how I found out about this case concerning Krystal. Please, family, take the time to check out Crime Story if you are seeking additional information when it comes to this story of Krystal. I really appreciate it. She's a very beautiful sister. Let me hold this up real quick. So, for additional information, family, check out um, Crime Story Obsessed UK. Okay, I'm gonna go up some more. There we go. So anyway, family, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this reading because I don't have long. I just want to see what I'm able to pick up on concerning the disappearance of 30 years old Krystal Anderson. Her family did not ask me to do this reading. I'm doing it as a labor of love. I was just led to do it. So let me see what I'm able to pick up in the spirit concerning Miss Krystal disappearance. Whatever you see in here, it is allegedly. We know it's not facts, family, okay? But I am led by the spirit. So let's get with this. And I can't speak to those who are coming in, but much love and blessings to you all. And thank you for taking the time to watch. Thank you for caring. Okay. Thank you for caring. I appreciate it. Oh boy. Let me see. All right. I'll put it right here. If anyone want additional information concerning Miss Krystal, who is presently missing, check out Obsessed Crime Stories UK. I'm gonna start off using Divine Shadow Self Oracle. My butterflies already know what time it is when I'm using this deck. I'm gonna give a shout out to Divine Vision. Much love to Divine Vision. I love your Oracle deck. Let's get with this, get an idea of those shadow energy that was going on with Miss Krystal as far as really up to her disappearance. Krystal spirit guys, get clarity on the disappearance of Krystal. All right, let's get started. And much love to you all for coming in. Thank you so much. Now, your sister got to get focused, okay? I appreciate you all. All right, let's get started. Much love to you all for coming in. That's my spirit guides to connect with Krystal Anderson. Spirit guides has to throw things in the dark, bring them out to the marvelous light, seeking clarity with the disappearance of Miss Krystal. And don't worry, I will show the cards, okay, family? Okay, we're gonna turn them over. All right, down here on the bottom, we have here concerning Miss Krystal, who is still presently missing. We have here bully. Okay, so it looked like Miss Krystal was experiencing some bullying. Okay, next we have disconnection. Next we have antagonists. At the head, we have grudge, somebody holding a grudge. Next, we have aloof. Okay, this one is very distant. And I will say this: I believe Miss Krystal is a mother of four, and she was living with her boyfriend. And it is stated, I'm not gonna say allegedly, but it is stated that she was experiencing some abuse in the relationship. Okay, so you can kind of see where it's going. All right, I just want to put that out there. But anyway, let's continue. It has here vindictive. Now, anything that's over here on my right, that's pretty much like the secret, you know, this speaks from the perspective of the secret side, okay? In the center, we have here gossip. So people are talking, the streets are talking, okay? Let's continue. Clarity on the disappearance. Krystal. Okay, I'm going to stop. Okay, the next card we have, family. We have here betrayal. Now, my butterflies know what time it is when you see this card right here. Anytime the word betrayal pops up, it lets you know that the person of interest, the so-called joker, the suspect, is somebody that Miss Krystal knows. Okay, so someone pretty much betrayed her. Okay, she felt a sense of betrayal by someone that she knows. So we're not looking at a stranger here. Next, we have here drowning. You can say Miss Krystal was drowning in her emotions, being upset, or she could be in the water, family. Okay, allegedly, she could be in the water. But if not that, she could have been drowning in her emotions, or it can be both. We're going to let the spirit do the talking. Next, we have abandonment issues. Now, it's not like this with everybody, but a lot of time when I'm getting this card right here, family, when it comes to those shadow aspects of an individual, this can let me know that someone who carried this kind of shadow aspects of them, they can be very possessive and very controlling and domineering. Okay, family? So you can say this is what she was dealing with, a control freak. Let's continue. At the head, we have here internalizing. taking things in. Over here next, we have cold. You can say, Miss Crystal somewhere cold, or she was dealing with a cold individual. Next, we have here in the secret place, drunk. So there was some drinking. Okay. Drinking is playing a part in this as well. And in the center, we have greed. Let's continue. All right, we're going to continue. Here on the bottom row, we have here dark. Now you can say Miss Crystal is somewhere in the dark, okay? Or we're dealing with a dark individual. I'm picking up on both. Next, we have here manipulation. Next, we have here ignorance. Now, let me say this real quick. I don't victim shame when it comes to people that I do readings on. None of this is my opinion. Let me just say that. Um, I'm just pretty much whatever I'm picking up intuitively, okay? I'm just gonna let you know what I'm picking up when it concerning this word ignorance. Um, what's coming to me is, whether it be her friends, those that loved her, um, it seemed like somebody was trying to talk to her, okay? And according to the spirit, due to ignorance, okay, it's playing a part. That's all I'm going to say, okay, family? That's all I'm going to say. So it came out ignorance. At the head, we have entanglement. So, according to the spirit, Miss Crystal was experiencing entanglement in her relationship. This is a complicated, difficult relationship that can be quite toxic. Okay. As well, she could have also been dealing with, rumors of cheating as well. Let me just say that. But I'm basically picking up more than anything. She was in a toxic relationship that was not healthy. Next, we have the word sabotage is playing a part. Okay. She was sabotaged. Over here in the secret place, we have desperation. And in the center, we have defensive. Let's continue. Yes, indeed, priestess. Prayers to the mother and all those who have been going missing. It seemed to be a pandemic for some reason. It's very sad, family, but all we can do is just keep our brothers and sisters in prayer. All right, let's continue. And if anyone is seeking additional information concerning um 30 years old Miss Krystal Anderson, who was last seen the 20th of August, check out Crime Obsessed UK YouTube channel, okay? And you will get additional background information concerning her story. All right, family? Ooh, hold up. Mm, okay, hold up. Now y'all see what come out, right? Let me see something. Okay, hold up. I gotta see where they go. Let me see. What's here? All right. The first word is rebellious. Next, we have closed off. Now you can say that Miss Crystal is somewhere hidden and closed off, or emotionally, she has shut down. Okay, due to what she has experienced, she's closed off emotionally. You know, not just being disconnected. Okay, not speaking up. Next, we have here destruction. At the head, we have aggression. Yes, indeed. I can't make this up. The background of Miss Crystal's story family. She's a mother of four, and I believe she was living with her boyfriend. Okay, and the rumor is that he was very abusive to her. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I let me if you do your own research, just type her name in, okay, or check out Crime Obsessed UK YouTube channel. But yes, this is playing a part also. And remember, we saw the word betrayal. That's someone that you know that has betrayed you. So, according to the spirit, Miss Crystal was experiencing abuse, as well as the word sabotage is on the bottom. And in the secret place, trauma as well. In the center, we have here deep. Hold on, let's see. Okay, I showed you this already. I just didn't add another card. Someone coming out feeling defensive. Okay, I'm going to start on another deck because I'm not going to be able to be here too long. Next, we have distraction. Now, this is interesting for me to see this card right here. This could let me know that she could have been caught off guard. You know, you know how um you're not focused and someone like sneak up on you, catch you off guard. But it has here distraction. Next, we have selfishness. There we go, withdrawn. And most women, when they are being abused, okay, it is stated that they start to have this disconnect, shall I say, they become very, very, very withdrawn. Okay. At the head, we have bitterness, ego bound. In the secret place, we have emotional blackmail, someone who uses your feelings against you. Okay. Try to get you to do things. And in the center, we have callous. Mm, that's a cold individual. This individual is not showing any kind of emotions. Oh boy. Let me see something. Spirit said we're not complete. I'm gonna go around one more time. Thank you, Spirit. All right, fam. I'm gonna start on another deck. Remember, I said we were dealing. She was dealing with a control freak. Look at that, domineering. anxiety, deception. At the head, according to the spirit, Miss Crystal is a victim. Disagreeable. So obviously these two were added. There was some argument. And we have here complacency. This is in the secret place. And this speaks from the perspective of, oh, okay, someone who's unaware of danger. This is someone who's unaware of danger. So you can say she was caught off guard, okay? Because she wasn't aware of her environment, thinking that she would be in danger. And in the center, we have a shame. And let's continue, family. Okay, let's continue. Thank you all for being patient. I'm going live, so I'm trying to, be transparent here. All righty. I'm going to start on another deck. Yes, you're right, priestess. They do. They sure do. Okay, let me see what I want to use. Okay, I'm led by the spirit to use this deck. I'm using my Wicked Butterfly Reading Revealing Oracle deck. Okay. Divine Spirit of Love and Truth and Light, seeking clarity on the disappearance of Krystal Anderson. Tell your story. Okay. We have here waiting on some news or reply from someone. We have here loves to take all the credit. Someone does. We have here no, not being truthful. Now, Miss Crystal, presently, she's not around. So the spirit talking about somebody. Okay, somebody's not being honest. No, not being truthful. At the head, somebody is in denial. In denial, refusing to admit the truth or reality. Now, I believe this is Miss Crystal, her mindset, family, okay? Allegedly, maybe she thought she could change the individual that was abusing her. According to the spirit, she was in denial. Over here we have, okay. Now remember the entanglement shadow deck card, family. It speaks about a complicated, difficult relationship that can be quite toxic. Also, you could be looking at a third party, like some cheating. Okay. It has here having a affair, emotional and sexual love affair between two. Next, it has here the chakra color yellow. It represents power and control. Now you can say Miss Crystal was dealing with a control freak, which I believe she was dealing with a control freak, or she was trying to get her power back. In the center, we have here trapped in fear, held hostage, taken by force, unable to escape. Now we can say that Miss Crystal is somewhere hidden. Okay, she's unable to escape. Or you can look at it from the perspective of before she went missing, she was in a position, but I'm not gonna say like that mentally. I'm gonna say mentally, she was feeling like she couldn't get out of that relationship. All right. Now it can be both. All right. But I'm sensing more than anything before she went missing, she was in an environment or in this so-called relationship. It's really a mental thing, thinking that no way out, shall I say. Feel like she can't escape the relationship. And then she still can be somewhere hidden against her will. Alrighty. The next one is feeling confused, has a mental disorder that affects mood, thinking, and behavior. Next, we have someone has mixed feelings, pretty much not sure what they want to do or who they want to be with. Next, we have accusations. Accusations popping up. Accusation, a charge or claim that someone has done something illegal or wrong. And on the bottom, we got no, not being truthful. At the head, we have has a mental conflict, cannot get over someone or something, having a breakdown, mental or mood disorder. At the end of the day, we're looking at someone that has a mental conflict and they have the inability to get over something or someone. All right. They're pretty much in stagnation mentally. It's hard for them to move forward when they keep looking back. Okay. Or they feeling stuck. Next, we have the wide path, not making wise choices on the path of destruction. The next card in the secret place, chakra color red, it represents home, money, and security. So this is interesting right here. I let me you be the judge. Okay. You can say that allegedly Miss Crystal stayed for any of these reasons. Okay. What's standing out to me is security or money. But it came out for a reason, okay? People stay in these relationships for many, many reasons. And in the center, we had a chocolate color orange. It represents creativity, addiction, and sexuality. It's playing the part. Family, pay attention to repeated messages. Remember those keywords that came out when I used the shadow deck, because a lot of these keywords are coming right back out. Like the spirit saying, look at this, look at this. Now, let me say this real quick before I continue. I'm starting to sense, compared to what's coming out here now. Once again, Miss Crystal is a mother of four, and I believe it is stated allegedly she was living with her living boyfriend. Okay, um, his name is Tony. But anyway, and it is stated also that she was being abused in this relationship. It was pretty much in and out. Um, I'm sensing more than anything. What really, really jumped off is something pertaining to um It looked like they may had a spout due to some cheating, rumors of cheating. Okay, because I'm starting to pick up vibes like that, and something probably just jumped off with and just went left field. But I'm going to continue. I let me be the judge, okay? But I'm starting to pick up on things like that, like accusations and rumors of cheating. It has here romanticizing the past, and once again, entanglement. You see that? And I break down what it is: a complicated, difficult relationship, affair, or temporary relationships between two people due to complication. And a lot of time when it comes to entanglement, it's always a third party, unbeknownst to the individual. Okay, like a love triangle. Next, we have I know what I want. I'm going for it. Next, we have knowledgeable and intelligent. According to the spirit, Miss Crystal is knowledgeable and intelligent. Ready to move forward positively in a new relationship. Mm. Or they got their eye on someone that has caught their full attention. Now, this could be Miss Crystal. Maybe Miss Crystal was thinking about leaving her so-called boyfriend and moving forward, and maybe he wasn't having that. How did the spirit do the talking? Interesting. And here in a secret place, thinking things through. Give them time they need to reflect on the situation to make a decision. So right here is speaking from the perspective. Someone had a decision to make, and who knows? Maybe he knew that she was going to break it off with him and wasn't having it. Look, it has here not committed, unfaithful, or ready. Let me read that again. Not committed, unfaithful, or not ready to commit. Look at that. And I believe this relationship she had with him was off and on, off and on. Oh boy. All right, family. Next we have here on the bottom. Look at that, full of distractions. See how that word came back out again? The spirit unless is letting us know she was caught off guard, family. She wasn't aware of the danger that day. Full of distraction, not focus. It has here the chakra color dark blue. It represents vision, psychic abilities, empath, okay, and knowing. What stands out to me is knowing. The spirit letting us know that Miss Crystal know the individual family. She knows the individual. Okay. She knows the individual. It has here in love, romantic feelings, or sexually attracted to them, and they are very important to you. See how it's pertaining to relationships. So we're not looking at no stranger, okay? No stranger here. At the head, yes, being truthful. Thank you, Spirit. Over here, we have the chakra color purple. It represents spirituality, the quality of being concerned with the human soul. Now, I don't know Miss Crystal, but God knows her, okay? According to the spirit, Miss Crystal was spiritual, okay? She was someone that was very concerned with the human soul. And if many of you watching me, I truly believe you're very spiritual as well, okay? But only her loved ones and friends would know this about her. Okay. Over here in the secret place. Now remember that word dark? Look, it came right back out. A dark soul, a psychopath, unemotional. That's the one who don't want to feel. That's a cold individual. This is not Miss Crystal. This is the so-called Joker. Okay, the suspect. In the center, we have someone has a someone has problem solving skills. So they can be have a background in, I don't know, construction, Mr. Fixer Upper, maybe they a handyman. I don't know her child's father background as far as what he does for work, his career, but this is popping up for a reason, okay? Someone has problem solving skills. All right, butterflies. I'm gonna start on another deck. You know how your sister do. I'm not gonna be able to be here too long, so I want to see something. Hold on. I'm just gonna let the spirit talk. I just want to see what's gonna come back out. Woo. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there. It has here the chakra color light blue. It represents communication, speaking up, speaking out, and truth telling. Okay, so this speaks from the perspective of some individuals. They're communicating, and the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. Someone is speaking their truth, and they're speaking up. Okay, they're speaking their truth, and they're speaking up. And I think the word accusation came out too. I can't remember. Okay. But it has here communication, speaking up, speaking out, truth telling. Look at that. I can't make this up. In denial. This is the third time it came out. In denial, refusing to admit the truth or reality. I can't make this up. Came right back out. I can't make this up. No, not being truthful. Unbalanced person, disturbed and upset, or can be slightly crazy. So we're looking at a unbalanced individual, okay, mentally. There we go again. She's trying to say, I know the individual. The chakra color, dark blue, represents vision, psychic abilities, empath, and knowing. What's sent out to me is knowing. She knows the individual. And the last two cards, I know what I want. I'm going for it. So it like to me, not only did somebody have a decision to make, but they made their mind up. Okay? They made their mind up. Mm. And look at that. Can't make this up, family. Look at that. Accusations. Accusation, a charge or claim that someone has done something illegal or wrong. I truly believe that someone was being accused of cheating. This is what I'm picking up, okay? Or seeing someone else, you name it. But I'm letting the spirit do the talking. Oh boy. All right. Um, I'm gonna use one of my crime decks because time is moving and I can't be here too long. I appreciate you all being patient. I thank you so much. If anyone want to know the background of 30-year-old Krystal Anderson, who is presently missing, she was last seen August the 20th. If you want to know additional background, check out YouTube channel Crime Stories Obsessed UK, and you can get the background as far as Miss Krystal's story. Okay, all righty. I'm going to shuffle 3 times. I'm going to split the deck. Find spirit of loving truth and light, and clarity and disappearance. Krystal Anderson. Whoa, I get it. Mm. According to the spirit, Miss Krystal has been experiencing depression. Also, according to the spirit, allegedly, look at that. Found out about a secret. Someone has been cheating. I don't want to be used, taken for granted. Boyfriend. I can't make this up. Fight, not happy at home, unbalanced. I hate to say it, but that environment was very toxic. Okay. It was very toxic and not healthy at all. Fight, not happy at home, unbalanced. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. It has here female, female teen, female child. The key word is female. Okay. It has here they know. It has here. Remember, we saw the word drunk. See how drunk came back out? Inebriated, drunk, intoxicated. Now, this is not Miss Crystal. This could have been the person of interest, the boyfriend, allegedly. Okay. Excuse me. Betrayal in business dealings. The key word is betrayal. Victim consciousness, blaming others for what they are creating. Take responsibility. Monkey see, monkey do. They follow the crowd, very foolish. And none of this is my opinion, fam. I'm just showing the cards, okay? I'm just trying to help to bring some clarity um, for her loved ones or anyone who may be watching who may know her, okay? That's all I'm doing. Now, I pray that this is not the case. It has here injustice. And the only way it would be injustice is if the authorities turn a blind eye, okay? Due to lack of evidence and nobody. But we're going to hope for the best. Someone feels you will not steal what's mine. And I'm starting to feel like Miss Crystal was going to end that relationship and her ex was not having it. Or shall I say her boyfriend was not having it, okay? I'm starting to feel that more than anything, that she was getting to that place because she had a decision to make. She was getting to that place of, leaving that relationship and moving on. It looked like to me he wasn't having that. That so-called I can't have you, nobody else can type of thing. Something about an SUV, and I don't know who drives what. Something about an SUV. Selling out, lack integrity, not using power or talents for the highest good of others. So according to the spirit, somebody's a sellout. Hint the color black. Hint the color black. It can be a color or the word could be a clue. Maybe, someone vehicle is black or their last name is black. Okay. But it has here, hint the color black. It could be the word or a clue. Giving into lust, exploring their sexuality, sexually active. Mm. Oh my God, the spirit's so strong. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and share this. I'm not gonna say it's irrelevant, but I don't really care about people's sexuality. But the card did come out, so it could be some clues somewhere. But anyway, it has here bi/gay, being curious, meeting up online, secretive with strangers, giving into their hidden sexuality. If it's not crystal, it can be the so-called potential child father. Okay. I don't know why that came out, but you'd be surprised how the spirit be letting certain information out. It has here, parents clueless don't know. So according to spirit, her parents may have been clueless and they didn't know anything about what Miss Krystal was going through. Okay. It has here with a jealous friend around who needs enemies. With a jealous friend around who needs enemies. And we did see the female card popped up, didn't we? It has here stalker, so somebody was watching her closely. I don't know what this means. It just say step parent family. Um, I don't know if her I don't know if her living boyfriend is the father of all her children, but anyway, it has his step parent. It's like the spirit trying to give us clues, like trying to point to an individual, but it has his step parent. And it has here wrong path, now alone on their own lost. When the card flipped over, I will acknowledge them. Ooh, spirit so strong. Mm. It has here hint the color red. It can be the word or it can be a color. Okay, it's something about red, and I hope it's not blood. Okay, but anyway, it has here communicating with the ex lover. If this is not Miss Crystal, it can be the Joker. Okay, the child father allegedly. So somebody was communicating with their ex lover. And remember, we saw something about accusations, rumors, somebody's cheating. The gossip card popped up. That people are talking. That's interesting. That's interesting. Someone is doing a favor for the other. Now, for me to see this card, this can let me know about partnership alliance. Two people coming together for a common goal, meaning if something like really happened to her, the Joker can have their hands clean. They can have an alibi, just saying, and someone else could be doing them a favor or they can pay them off. Okay. But it has here someone is doing a favor for the other. That's interesting. And look how sick this is. Feel satisfaction and contentment. This is how somebody feels now that she's out of the way. Now that she's not around, this is how somebody feels like they got away with something. Feel satisfaction and contentment. That's a sick individual. The path they are on is not in the area. The path they are on is not in the area. According to the spirit, expected news on hold, the waiting game. So today is what, the 6th of September. So hopefully her loved ones will get some news about her um soon. Okay. So it has here expected news on hold, the waiting game, whatever that means. Okay. Whatever this means. According to the spirit, somebody has addictions, whether it's when and we know we saw the drunk card. So somebody definitely loves to drink. Okay. Someone definitely loves to drink. And also they could have some kind of sexual addiction as well. Interesting. Look at that. Breakup. They seek out closure to make sense of what happened. Interesting. And we have here, hint, the color green. It can be a word or it can be a color. And we know green represents love and healing. So something about the color green. Maybe it's money. I got to get ready to end in 15 more minutes. Probably less than that. Let me see. Met up with them by choice. So look like she met up with someone by choice. She met up with someone by choice, family. And remember, we saw the word greed. Check this out. Motive, something about money. I don't know what this has to do with anything, but I'm sharing it, okay? Something about money. Feels powerless. Something went wrong dealing with obstacles and challenges. Face a difficult period to get through. Change to plans, detour. Change to plans, detour. Interesting. Had a fight with a ex. Now, her living boyfriend, were they separated at the time? That is the question. Or were they living together before she went missing? It says had a fight with a ex. Putting putting things off that you can do today, procrastinating. I can't make this up. Something about a secret. Found out about a secret. Information kept hidden from them. And somebody definitely feel used. Look at that. Feels used in betrayal. And that keyword betrayal, that's someone that you know. Okay. We're not looking at a stranger. Now, a stranger can be involved if someone had paid them to get rid of her, allegedly, or if this so-called stranger, unbeknownst to Miss Crystal, the Joker got this so-called stranger to do something to her as far as they're doing a favor for them. Okay, it's either they're doing a favor for them or they were paid off, one or the other. It has here meet on social media site. It has here male teen, male child. I don't know how old Miss Crystal children are. I think she have 4 children allegedly. The key word is male. Okay, male. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use one more deck and I'm gonna end this reading. I'm gonna use, and I hate to look at this as a crime, but she's presently missing, and there are some gems and clues that can be in this deck. Okay, so it's a mixture of this right here and this right here. Okay. But so far, I hate to say it, family. We're gonna just pray that Miss Crystal, is somewhere just hidden, and for whatever reason she can't escape. And we're gonna pray that she will find her way back home to her loved ones. But it doesn't look good. But we know with God all things are possible. We're gonna just keep the sister in prayer and pray that that she will be found no matter what. Okay, we're gonna send lots of love and light to her as well as love to her family. All right. Crystal. All right. So far, I have here who did it. I have here, this is allegedly family. I have here who did it, male under 40 years old, but the key word is male. I have here what happened. I have here natural death, look, false accusations, innocent, inexperienced, justice not served. What stand out to me more than anything, family, is false accusation, innocent. So it looked like she was accused, allegedly. It looked like she was accused of cheating. Or someone felt like she was cheating on them, shall I say. But anyway, I'm just sharing the information, okay? We have here another what happened. Shaken, this one's shaking you. Shaken, failed, trip, dumped, thrown, push, accidental. Now, this right here was already up. I do acknowledge my cards when they are upward, okay? It has here where, field, forest, bushland, backyard, park, nature. What stands out is nature. Now, we did see the keyword drowning. A person can be drowning in their emotion, or she could be in water, allegedly. Okay? Field, forest, bushland. Now, the fact that we see in park, a lot of time when the park pop up family, a lot of time people meet up with people at the park, okay? And I don't know what park that she normally goes to. That's her favorite park that she normally hangs out at, but that can be one clue, something about a park, a meetup spot. All right. But anyway, I'm just sharing information. Hmm. These just give you an idea of the characteristic of a so-called suspect. I'm not gonna be going through all trying to read on the different characteristics, family. It has here suspect lives near the scene of the crime. Okay, that's another who did it. I'm not going through all of that. It's just pretty much speaking of the characteristic of the individual. You already see it's saying a male. This is another. It has here trailer, campground, cottage, and tent. Okay. At the end of the day, we're looking at outside. Period. Okay. Maybe it's an area where people do camp at. All right. I remember we saw park and we saw outside. All right. And it doesn't mean that she was there. It can be clues. Maybe she met up with someone outside at some kind of nature park. Okay. All right. It has here industrial buildings, warehouse, factory, manufacturing plants. Maybe someone working one of these kind of companies. It has here mm, killer will murder again. This is a crazy individual. It's a psychopath. People like this, when they're not caught, they feel like they are untouchable, if you know what I mean. And they get in other relationships and be abusing, and the cycle will just continue, family, because they feel like they're untouchable. It has here killer sustained a wound during the murder, allegedly. We're not going to say she was murdered, okay? We're going to hope for the best, family. But if the person of interest have a wound, okay, yeah, it need to be looked at. Victim, oh my goodness. Victim or victims' family was familiar with the killer. So, who all was Miss Krystal associating with when it comes to a male individual? According to the spirit, victim or victims' families were familiar with the killer. So, the family would know who this is. And I'm sure they already have an idea. It's just about, it's all about really, um, the authorities, doing their part and getting the evidence. It has here research similar crimes in the area to see if they are linked. And I do, and this is why I want many of you to check out Crime Story Obsessed UK family. Check out Crime Stories Obsessed UK YouTube channel. Her story is on there, and there is some talk about her child's father. That's all I'm going to say. So it looked like he's known for some shady things, allegedly. Research similar crimes in the area to see if they are linked. Social media will provide valuable clues if people will only listen, especially authorities. It has here additional evidence at the scene may be discovered. It has here someone coerced the killer into murdering. So we're looking at partnership alliance. Someone coerced the killer into murdering the victim, allegedly. Or they're doing a favor for them, one or the other. And we have here interview with the relatives or friends may provide valuable clues. I truly believe her, Miss Krystal, close friends and relatives have an idea who the individual is. Just a matter of gathering enough evidence on them. But family, the way this is looking, I'm just saying allegedly, if her child father is involved, okay, allegedly, it looks like they got someone to help them as far as they're keeping their hands clean while they get someone else to do the dirty work. Okay. They have an alibi while they get someone else to do the dirty work. That's what this is looking like. Because she was caught off guard and she was unaware of danger. And we saw the keyword stalk. She was being stalked too. Okay. She was dealing with stalking. Anything else Spirit wants to know concerning Miss Krystal? Okay, I'm ready to stop. Okay. I got somewhere to be. It has here aware, it says type of vehicle transportation. Okay, she could have traveled by bus or a vehicle. Okay. She could have been traveling by bus or a vehicle. Okay. It has here a what happened. These are some possibilities: exfoliation, drown, unconscious, and strangulation. And all this is allegedly. We have to let things play out, family. It has here a another what happened: torture, harassment, bullying, and suicide. Bullying stand out because it came out in the first shadow deck that I did. Okay, so she was experiencing some bullying and possibly harassment. It has here details leading up to the murder may be worth investigating. It has here killer profile indicate narcissist and a psychopath. We're not surprised. It has here premeditated murder, killer planned out the details in advance. We have here killer has a history of committing crimes, and I do believe this to be true. I hate to say it, they need to really check out her so-called child's father, because I'm not getting no good vibes from him at all. It has here when. It has here 1 to 6 months relates to past and present. So this incident happened. She was last seen August the 20th. So yeah, 1 to 6 months relates to past and present. So we're looking at what going on 2 months now. It has here jealousy, an affair, or love related crime. I told you, entanglement. I told you, this is the culprit right here. Jealousy. It has here this crime may be solved by DNA testing or other scientific methods. And lastly, family, it has here what happened: dismemberment, poisoning, immobilization, burning, or lost. And we did see the word lost. Okay. So anyway, family, I thank you all for taking the time to watch because you didn't have to. Your sister have to go. Cause I can do an hour or over like it ain't nothing. Just trying to be the voice for the voiceless. But anyway, I've done all that I can do right now. If I feel need to, being led by the spirit, I probably will visit this if she hasn't been found within probably um if she hasn't been found probably within maybe a week or two. I probably would end up revisiting this case, and because I have additional backup crime cards that I can use. Okay, family. So I thank you all for your love. I thank you for supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate if you hit that like. It's not for me; it's just to bring awareness to those that go missing. Okay, family. So their story will get out there. 'Cause Lord knows if we don't care, who's going to care? So thank you, butterflies. I love you. Thank you so much, and let's keep baby girl our sister, Miss Krystal Anderson. Let's keep her in prayer. Pray that she'll find her way back home safely. And don't forget, check out Crime Stories Obsessed UK YouTube channel. You can get the background story of Miss Krystal story, okay, family? So much love and blessings to you all. I appreciate you and bye for now. And be safe, family. Please be safe. Peace. And much love to Miss Krystal Anderson loved ones. Much love to you. And I pray you get the answer that you're so desperately seeking.